Yo, 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 what up, though? I just had to test the mic. Um, yeah, what up, bro? Yeah, I got to address this on a different scale, right? Because I see some people is just, I feel like some people is just, some people is just that slow, bro, that all of a sudden in the 21st century, family is nothing now. You know what I mean? Like, it's just mind boggling, bro. You know, that family is like next to nothing now. I remember in my time, in my era, family was everything, bro. I'm talking about everything you did was for family, from helping put food on the table to if anybody in the family got rich, they dug everybody out the hood. I mean, that's what everybody sold drugs for. That's what everybody did all type of criminal stuff for, was to get rich or to try to get comfortable and take their family with them out the hood, right? That was the whole get up. That was the whole giddy up back then, you heard? You know? And it's like, yo, in today's time, why everybody so selfish? Why everybody say things like you don't now today you don't owe your family nothing. Now in today's time in the 21st century, you don't owe your family nothing. Like these people so selfish minded is just crazy. You heard? Like in the 21st century, you don't owe the person that birthed you nothing. You don't owe your brother and your sister that you grew up with in the same house, ate off the same spoons, probably got the same ass whoopings. You know, you don't owe them nothing now. And to this in this daytime right here. You know what I'm saying? Those scheme info minds trying to get in touch with you. A word, info minds. And it's like, yo, bro, that right there, bro, it's just like, yo, in this era, nobody cared for their family no more. It was never like that, bro. I don't know where niggas get this mind state from, bro. It was never like, yo, people like the selfishness of people thoughts today never existed in my era. Like if people went outside and sold drugs, they brought that back and get that to their mama. You know what I'm saying? If nigga came up on a robbery, they brought that money back and gave that to their mama or their grandmama. You know what I'm saying? To help out. You know what I'm saying? Like people, I don't know what's wrong with people today, bro. Like dead serious, bro. I don't know people. I'll be siding with these rappers and oh, they don't yeah, yo. Like I don't understand these niggas of today, bro. Niggas of today, I do not understand, bro. They justify their selfishness, bro, with things like I don't owe you nothing, or they don't owe another grown man. Like, yo, bro, if that's how you feel, my nigga, if this is how you feel, let everybody know that around you now before you even become anything. Don't stay around to suck up the benefits of being with a bunch of people that's in a poverty line, that's sharing, that's helping each other out. Nah, don't bask in that glory. If you a self-centered, selfish nigga, You know what I'm saying? And that's the type of dude you are. That's the type of female you are. Let people know that that's around you now before you even blow up to be anything or anybody or to get any type of money. Why? Because then we're gonna see how people treat you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see how people treat you, bro. And you ain't gonna like how people treat you. Definitely when you ain't nobody yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. People will say stuff like that, but to stick around when they dirt poor and take advantage of the unification of people that's in poverty. You know what I'm saying? That's what these foul niggas will do. And then when they get rich, nobody never did nothing for them. They never broke bread with nobody. Nobody never broke bread with them. Nobody never let them hold nothing. Nobody never fed them. Nobody never bought them nothing to eat. Nobody never bought them a pair of sneakers. Nobody never did nothing for these people once they blow up and they make it. Nobody did nothing for these people. Nothing. Absolutely, positively nothing. You know what I'm saying? They made it on their own. They got it out the mud. They make up these extravagant stories. You know what I mean? Like, exactly. But in today's time, bro, but this is what I'm saying. Like, it's like this, bro. If you feel like you don't owe nobody nothing, if you feel like you don't owe nobody nothing, right? Then move like that, act like that, navigate like that through life before you are anybody, before you make any kind of money. Move and let people know that you're a selfish person. I'm not giving nobody nothing. I don't owe you nothing. You know what I mean? Let people know that before you somebody. Don't wait till you don't bask in don't bask and be amongst the people in poverty sharing and being unified. Don't do that. Say, nah, I don't want nothing y'all got. You know what I'm saying? If you that type of person, nah, I don't want nothing you got. Nah, ma, I don't want none of your sneakers. I don't want none of your clothes shopping. I don't want yeah, I don't want none of that. I don't want none of your food. Well, I don't want none of your welfare. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, don't take care of me. Let me just sit here with no clothes on my back. You know what I'm saying? Till I get old enough to get my own clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like, people crazy, man. Exactly. Money bag. It's like, yo, people is just crazy, man, with the way they think today, bro. You know what I'm saying? People crazy, man. You know, it just goes to show you that poverty will make you living in poverty so long, bro. And you ain't never touched no money when you was in poverty. Like, you don't know what no money felt like. And then you just blow up overnight. Definitely in these times where you could just blow up overnight, right? Most people gonna be shiesty, bro, that come out of poverty. Yeah, bro. Most people gonna be foul. That's just the facts of it. Most people that blow up overnight that don't know what no money felt like before they got that money, that come from the trenches, that barely had shit. Most of them type of people that don't know how it feel. It used to be, simple stuff. Used to getting fly, used to having fly sneakers, just the simple things. They ain't have the simple things, the simple things of hustling and touching a few stacks and being a good person. See, I got being a good person from the niggas that I was around when I was coming up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like the older niggas that I was around when I was coming up, them niggas was gangsters. Them niggas was not only gangsters, them niggas was real deal Holyfield brothers, bro. You know what I mean? They looked out for niggas. They looked out for the communities, bro. They looked out for all the little niggas that was coming outside. I mean, yeah, they owe the gang, you know. But then again, man, all that gang shit is dumb as hell, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a trap. You know what I mean? Well, that gang shit is a trap, bro. You know what I mean? You see them LA niggas, man. Them niggas is just stupid with it. Like Like they just uneducated and dumb with it. You know what I mean? And this is why the founding fathers of New York, the founding fathers and the gangsters of New York used to laugh at them about gangbanging and all that. You heard T. Rogers when they tried to bring that gangbanging shit over here. New York laughed at them. You know what I'm saying? Because we couldn't get over the fact. You know what I mean? We what y'all niggas is doing? What y'all killing each other over red and blue? Nah, man, get y'all dumb ass out of here. You know what I'm saying? And then later on, it ended up coming. And I still don't look. And this is another thing, bro. Right? Right? It's another thing. Yeah, you know what's crazy? Yo, info, what up? You know what's crazy though, right? Um, you know what's crazy, bro? Um, I still think OG Mack was a fed, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I still think he was a federal informant, bro. Um, like work for the agency type. I still don't think OG Mack is in jail. You gotta understand, bro. For a mission to get completed like that, Bloods in New York City, when we already rejected it and it didn't work the first time. Yeah, I felt like OG Mack was an agent, bro. I felt like he not even locked up, bro. What I just say? I said I felt like he not even locked up, bro. You know what I mean? I felt like Mac not even locked up, bro. Um, just look at the whole picture of it though. You know, just look at the whole picture of it. They tried the first time to bring it over here. New York dubbed it, right? The streets, the streets dubbed it, right? Boom. Then when they try again, it's not from a street angle, it's from a prison angle. Say that again. Then when they try again with the blood and Crip stuff, it's from a prison angle. It's not from the streets angle. You see what I'm saying? Yo, Jeff, what up, my boy? It's from a streets angle. And then they succeed. They succeed with it in prison. You know what I'm saying? They succeed with turning his blood in prison. From the prisons, it spill out into the streets because one thing for certain, two things for sure, they know that people in prison, a lot of people in prison, just not people in prison. A lot of these people in prison got a lot of ties in the street or a lot of influence in the street. So they know the best way, the best way to get New York City to gangbang was to go through the prisons. that's that's the most simple. I don't think that's hard to comprehend. Like, all right, they wasn't jacking it through the streets. When we try to bring it to the streets, they wasn't jacking that shit. But one thing for sure, if we could get it accepted in the prison, If we could get down with that in the prisons, it's lit. They already know that's the floodgate right there. If we could get it in the prisons, the prisons is it got niggas, all type of different niggas in there. And like I said, niggas who still got ties to the streets, niggas who still run the streets, niggas who still got big motion and big influence in the streets. All they got to do is make one phone call and tell a whole block they blood, and that's just what it is. You see what I'm saying? They gotta make one call and be like, "Yeah, son, we doing this," and that's what niggas is doing. You see what I'm saying? Um, yeah, bro. I feel like some hip hop niggas was also agents. Look, y'all gotta see where my mind is at, right? Some pioneers of this hip hop game was federal agents, bro, or CIA informant or CIA agents. They had to be. Listen, I'm gonna give you a good example, right? When have black people made anything in America? Anything, anything in America, and these people didn't infiltrate it. Name one thing black Americans made that blew up that these people didn't infiltrate, buy, and take over. Name one thing that we started that they didn't infiltrate, bro. So you mean to tell me in the beginning stages of hip hop, like every other organization that started with black people, right? You mean to tell me in the beginning stages of hip hop, they didn't study, it, they didn't do nothing, they didn't send no agents, they didn't send nobody, and something that we started for us by us. You mean to tell me they ain't say, hey, go over there, see what's going on? You mean to tell me they ain't send no infiltrating rappers to be street niggas? They ain't send, you know what I mean? They ain't send nobody. But we finding out all these years later that I think one of the guys that was on the balcony with Martin Luther King was a CIA agent. Yeah, black guy was a CIA agent. He was only there to divert. Yeah, he was only there to divert. I think his attention so the dude could get the shot off. And somebody called up the CIA agent while on camera or on live and asked for the guy by name. He said, "Hey," said, "Yo, is a guy named such and such work there?" And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yeah, we'd like to speak to him right now." They put the guy on the phone and he said, "Yo," he asked him. He's like, "Yeah, you was." He was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You work for the CIA?" He was like, "Yeah." Son, they always get our own. And my whole thing is like, yo, bro, if you think there wasn't no hip hop federal agents or CIA agents, like some I don't know which pioneers, but some of these hip hop pioneers, bruh, was agents, bruh. Somebody had to be an agent, bro. Either an agent or somebody that was willing to sell out the culture. You know what I'm saying? Definitely when it started getting into gritty. When it stopped the hip, the hop, the hippie don't stop. When they stopped that shit, the party music, the happy music, when it stopped and it went into the gritty 90s and all that, and it started talking about streets and crack selling, and somebody sold a soul, bro, for that right there, bro. Because you got to ask yourself, why did it turn so gritty like that? Why did it turn so gritty? Why did hip hop turn so gritty like that in the early 90s? Why did it turn so gritty? Why did it turn to keep it real rap? Why did it turn to, you know what I'm saying, murder rap? Why did it turn to crack selling rap? Why did it turn to that? Because these people that's studying hip hop, that's basically giving budgets to hip hop, right? They started seeing that music was. They started, in my opinion, they started seeing that music was control. Like you control people, bro. You know how many dumbass niggas listen to this music and think they built for this shit and they not built. They gotta find out later when they in jail and all that that they not built. You know what I'm saying? Like Jesse, a lot of these dudes sold their souls, man. A lot of these dudes, man, sold their souls, man. Word, a lot of these dudes. Exactly. Revolutionary music was waking niggas up. Cause you gotta remember, look what kind of groups was out back then, King. Public Enemy, NWA, Lords of the Underground. Um, it wasn't really no, yeah, bro. It was different, bro. It wasn't really no it wasn't really no ignorance like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they had to turn the tide. They didn't want niggas. So that's when the poor righteous teachers, facts. They switched it. Then they ain't want to hear that woke rap no more. Put it like that. Woke rap, bro. They ain't want to hear that no more. You know what I'm saying? So they started the Onyxes, the Naughty by Natures, the Mob Deeps, the MOPs, you know, all the gangster rappers that started, you know, coming out, you know, telling the life of the, you know, of the streets and stuff like that, bro. To me, that's not a coincidence, bro. You know what I mean? To me, that's not a coincidence that, you know, it played out like that, bro. Now everybody trying to be real, everybody trying to keep it real, everybody trying to sell some crack, you know, when everybody's situation wasn't even like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's situation wasn't like that, bro. You know what I mean? Like I knew niggas who was well off in my neighborhood, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas wasn't on welfare and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I know some niggas that was good. But they was on the corner selling drugs with us though. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, get your bitch ass out of here, nigga. You know? But yeah. Yo, app, man. Yo, Apple, what's up, bruh? You gonna block me, bruh? But yeah, man, that's how I feel, bro. I feel like either it was some early agents in hip hop, right? Or they gave these guys checks to rap about certain things. You know what I'm saying? They gave these guys checks. They sold to rap about certain things. And at the time they didn't know that these things would be influential in people's lives, or they didn't care. Either or. You know what I'm saying? Yep, mislead the youth and we attack the elders. Yep, that's a super fact. Super duper fact, kid. Yes, it is a rapper job to do that. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a super fact. That's a super fact, Apple. DM me when you have time. What's your Instagram, bro? What's your Instagram? Hold on. Info, man. Info. I text you, bro. I text you info, you heard? Get up in a second. I gotta go to work. Oh, let me get up out of here, man. Just gotta just gotta fucking keep this channel fucking going.